Hi, this is James, and welcome back to Mask and Tape Treasures. First and foremost, I want you to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment if you like. And hit my cash app. Hit my cash app and show a brother love. All right, today's show is going to be...
Hey! Hey, everybody! We're going to be doing 13 of the funny kid shows from the 70s. the shows that we used to watch.
All right. Okay. The first one, these are the shows that the kids shows. I'm talking about when we were little. I'm talking about very small, maybe preschool or times or kindergarten. Okay. So the first one is Romper Room. Yeah, it aired from February the 10th, 1953 to December the 20th, 1994. Okay. It started, it used to start off with the Pop Goes the Weasel song, the theme song for Pop Goes the Weasel. And she would look through a magic mirror. And then she would shout out people's names. I guess you can send in or call in and leave your name. And she would just say, hi, such and such, and just say hi about it. Yeah, it was a good show. And these shows back then, they were geared on teaching us. We used to learn from these shows. So some of these shows were the babysitters. Okay? They were the babysitter. Yeah. Some of the times they would keep you quiet for hours, All right. The next one is Mr. Rogers.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine?
Yes. Yeah, Mr. Rogers. Mr. Rogers was from 1968 until 2001, 2001, So it was Fred Rogers. Fred Rogers was doing it and everything. He used to change his little sneakers and everything and change his little sweater and stuff. My oldest daughter used to watch that until he cut himself one day on there. He cut his thumb. He said,
oh, look, I've cut my thumb.
And then he squeezed it. And then a bubble of blood came up. And I said, that's it. I guess I overreacted. I guess I overreacted. But I didn't let her watch it anymore, I didn't let her watch it anymore. But Fred Rogers was a good guy, okay? Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. He was a good guy.
Mr. McFeely. Lady Diana.
Yeah. Okay. Then it was Electric Company. Yes. I loved that show when I was a kid. It was from 1971 to 1977. Okay. And Morgan Freeman was on there. Morgan Freeman. And Bill Cosby was on there. It was a good show. Hey, you guys. Hey, you guys. Yeah. Then Sesame Street. That was the show right there. It was from 1969 until now. I guess the show been running since then. I don't know nothing about it now, but then I was deaf on it. Look, I recorded 8 hours of Sesame Street for my daughter, my oldest daughter. when she was a little baby. And you know, she would sit there and watch that whole tape, the whole VHS tape. Every time Sesame Street would come on, I would record it. I would record it. I would record it until I got the whole tape filled. Then I can just pop the tape in whenever I wanted to relax a little bit, because I had her all day, you know, because I worked at nights, you know. So, man, I had to get some sleep, get a little sleep. So while I was dozing off a little bit, I put that tape in. She would watch it for 8 hours. I would set her a little plate on a nightstand with some sandwiches or something in there. Put some little juice in her sippy cup, and she can. That's it. Yes, Sesame Street. It was Ernie and Bert, Cookie Monster, Big Bird, and Elmo. Yeah. That was a good show. Okay, then there was BJ and the Dirty Dragon. Never heard of that, did you? It was with Bill Jackson. Bill Jackson was the name of that's what the BJ came from. Bill Jackson. BJ and the Dirty Dragon. And Mother Plumtree was on there. And I think this big clay thing, I think he was called a blob or something like that. But he would turn this clay thing into different little things. And he had a lot of puppets on the show, you know. Yeah, Mother Plumtree. Mother Plumtree. Then it was, HR Puff and Stuff. HR Puff and Stuff. It ran from 1969 until 1972. I hated that show. I didn't like it. I was afraid of they had huge heads, big heads, like Lemon Head, but it was big, a big head. And I did not like this show. So I avoided that show. HR Puff and Stuff. I don't know if my sister, she used to watch it and stuff, but I steer clear from it. All right. Then there was the New Zoo Review. The New Zoo Review. It's the New Zoo Review coming right at you. It's the New Zoo Review coming right at you. Yes. The New Zoo Review with Henrietta Hippo. And it was this frog. I forget his name. It was a frog and stuff like that. And he had some puppets. But they had big heads too. I think the same person that made HR Puff and Stuff made the New Zoo Review. Yeah, I think it ran from 1972 till 1977. Yeah, 72 from 77. And it was a good show, but it was a kid's show, you know. But, I used to watch it, when ain't nothing else on. Yeah, the New Zoo Review. Okay. Then, oh my God, there was Zoom. Zoom. Come on and zoom, 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 zoom. Come on and zoom, 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 zoom. We're gonna show you just how. We're gonna give it a try. We're gonna reach for the sky. Hi! Yeah, Zoom. It was from 1972 till 1999. To 1999, okay? And it was a good show too. And it was with I'm Joe. I'm Nina. I'm Kenny. I'm Tracy. I'm Tommy. I'm John. Yeah. That was a good show. But I guess it evolved into something else now. It's totally different now. But Zoom was the show when we were kids, we used to watch this. Okay. Then there was David and Goliath. Okay. David and Goliath was from 1961 till 2004. Okay. David and Goliath was a Christian broadcast. It was a Christian thing. And it was people used to talk, and people used to, it was a Christian broadcast. Okay. And people used to it was a talking dog or something. Davy was the boy, and the dog used to talk. Hi, Davy. Hi. Hi, how are you, Davy? Oh, I don't like that, Davy. Yeah, that one, that show. Yeah. I had to think about it for a moment. Okay. And then there was a show called The Magic Door. The Magic Door. Open, come open the magic door with me. With your imagination, something you could see. Yeah, that right there. And that ran from 1962 till 1982. But it was a Jewish program. And they taught you Jewish words and stuff, It was crazy, but I used to watch it. I don't know about my sister, but I know it used to come on every Sunday. And when nothing was on TV, Then there was my favorite, Garfield Goose. Garfield Goose. Garfield Goose was Fraser Thomas. Fraser Thomas. And it ran from 1952 to 1996. Okay. 1996. That was good. It had the Garfield Goose. He never talked, but he just clicked his beak. Click, 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 click. And he had a lot of stuff on there, Then this other show was called The Magic Land. Now, y'all probably remember the Magic Land here in Tennessee, but we didn't have it in Chicago. But a couple of my employees that work with me, they was talking about Magic Land. Magic Land ran from 1962 till 1982. No, it ran from 1966 until 1989. 89. Yep. It ran for 23 years. Yeah. Dick Williams used to host the show. And, he used to do magic act. Taking stuff out of a hat and stuff like that. Wow. He used to do that. Yeah. And last but not least was old Ray Ranner. The Ray Ranner Show. Yeah, it ran on WGN on Channel 9. And it was from the 1960s until the late 70s, Yeah. It was good, a good show. He had Cutley Dudley on there, and Chalveston the duck. This duck used to run around and bite him and everything. This duck was mean. It was. And he used to show little cartoons and stuff on there. He used to show Popeye and stuff like that. Yeah. Man, I used to love those shows, man. I used to love those shows. That's all 13 of them. But those shows were very educational. They were very educational then, They used to teach you. They didn't do this stupid stuff. They taught you something. They taught you your ABCs, taught you how to count, taught you how to add and subtract and everything like that. Yes. These shows, we'll sit there and watch them for hours. We would watch for hours. So the television was our babysitter. Our babysitter. When they wanted you to be quiet and sit down and just don't bother them, they would turn the television on and you'd be glued to the television. But it was good, clean television. It was clean television. And those shows, we would watch them one after another. On Saturdays, we used to watch, a lot of cartoons and stuff. But during the week, when we came home, we would watch these shows. Electric Company and Sesame Street, especially. Ding, 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 ding. Come and play. Everything's A-okay. I don't know the rest, so I'll just say, won't you tell me how to get to Sesame Street? How to get to Sesame Street? Yes. Yes, those you know what? When I hear Frazier Thomas from Garfield Goose and Ray Ranner, it kind of make me feel kind of funny inside. It feel kind of funny inside. It feel like I miss those days when everything was, we didn't have a care in the world. The only thing we had to worry about is not getting in trouble. That's it. Yeah, I feel funny. I feel funny when I think of Ray Ranner, especially Frazier Thomas, because he used to host this show called the Family Classics. When I got older, Family Classics, that was the lick then. Family Classics. They used to show shows like Tom Sawyer on there and Lassie and some of everything. Moby Dick. They used to show all the classics. Man. But, if I should see it now, if it came on TV now, it'll probably bore me. Because nowadays, they got stuff so technical that on TV, everything looks so real. It's like virtual reality. Everything looks so real now that, nowadays. But, well, that's it. That's it. I'm sorry I didn't have a lot, especially for Tennessee. But I just had one for Tennessee. I tried to ask them at my job about some shows that used to show, kids show. That's the only thing they can remember. That's crazy. Well, that's it. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave me a comment if you like. And hit that bell notification. Hit that bell notification so that you'll know every time I upload a video. And share. Share my videos so that everyone can get the Masking Tape Treasures experience. And share it so that they can subscribe. Subscribe. Okay? All right. Peace. Adios. Salamat. Chair dance.